Hi, hello people. Once again, Clara's on a roll with this video thing, she says. I go through my favourite books I read last year. In no particular order. I think from previous times I've done book hauls or booky videos, you know how much I love The Land of Stories. This is book 4 and this is Beyond the Kingdoms. Fairy tales are just the beginning. The masked man is on the loose in the Land of Stories and it's up to Alex and Connor Bailey to stop him, except Alex has been thrown off the fairy council and no one will believe they're in danger. With only the help of the ragtag group of Goldilocks Jack, Red Riding Hood and Mother Goose and her grander Lester, the Bailey twins discover the masked man's secret scheme. He possesses a powerful magic potion that turns every book it touches into a portal, and he is recruiting an army of literature's greatest villains. Ooh. I just love these books and I think Chris is a fantastic author, and I really love stories that twist stories you know. So that's why I love Once Upon a Time, because the characters you think you know and then they twist them. I highly recommend reading all the series, don't just read book 4, obviously. On the same theme of twisting characters you love, Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. I didn't ask for any of this, I didn't ask to be some kind of hero. But when your whole life gets swept up by a tornado taking you with it, you have no choice but to go along, you know? Sure, I've read the books, I've seen the movies, but I never expected Oz to look like this. A place where good witches can't be trusted and wicked witches just might be the good guys. A place where even the yellow brick road is crumbling. What happened? Dorothy. My name is Amy Gum and I'm the other girl from Kansas. I've been recruited by the Revolutionary Order of the Wicked and I've been given a mission. Remove the Tin Woodman's heart, steal the Scarecrow's brain, take the Lion's courage, and then Dorothy must die. I really enjoyed this one. I actually have the second one, which is called The Wicked Will Rise, and I read that. I will admit, even though The Wicked Will Rise is a smaller book, it felt a hell of a lot longer than this one, and I feel like I understand some of the negative things that have been said, because they have little bits where you're a bit like, oh, and then nothing kind of carries on from that. It kind of hooks you and then just releases you, and it turns characters you think you know and you think you love completely on their heads and gives you a new kind of way of seeing things. It does leave you wanting more of this. Then the second one doesn't really fulfill that kind of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Kath and Ren are identical twins, and until recently they did absolutely everything together. Now they're off to university and Ren's decided she doesn't want to be one half of a pair anymore. She wants to dance, meet boys, go to parties and let loose. It's not so easy for Kath. She would rather bury herself in the fanfiction she writes, where there's romance far more intense than anything she's experienced in real life. Now Kath has to decide whether she's ready to open her heart to new people and new experiences, and she's realising that there's more to learn about love than she ever thought possible. I really like this so much. It genuinely made my heart kind of go, because I kind of really relate to Kath on a level of I don't like going out and drinking. I like being at home, I like watching Netflix, I like watching TV shows and discussing them with other people who watch those TV shows, or like I like watching films and discussing those films with people, or snuggling with a book, or reading fanfiction, because fanfiction's fucking great. It's like into fandom life, I think, as well, which trying to explain that to somebody who doesn't know is really difficult. However, I think this perfectly explains it, and obviously first love portrayal and people leading you on is also kind of covered, and it's just really adorable, and I kind of wish I'd read this when I wasn't 20. I wish I had this book when I was younger, to kind of feel like when I was maybe 16, 17, to say, you know what, you're different and it's good that you're different. The next book is a book that I genuinely didn't know was a book. Whoa. Until the middle of this year, 2015. Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Holy poo pants, I love this film. I love this film so much, and when I found out it was a book, my mind was blown. It doesn't make me hate the film, which I'm very glad for, because I love that film. Did I mention I love that film so much? because I do. It's great. The sleepy English countryside, which is where I live. At the dawn of the Victorian era, life moves at a leisurely pace in the tiny town of Wall. Young Tristram Thorne has lost his heart to the beautiful Victoria Forrester, but Victoria is as cold and distant as the stars she and Tristram see fall from the sky one evening. For the prize of Victoria's hand, Tristram vows to retrieve the star for his beloved. It is an oath that sends the lovelorn swain over the town's ancient wall and into a world that is dangerous, strange, and beyond imagining. He's such a good description writer. He's so good at describing, and I just love it because I love the film. I think it may have been clouded because I already had characters imagined in my head. I didn't have to imagine ones on the spot. I just love this story and I think it's dead cute. I've got 2 copies and that's Binge by Tyler Oakley. I kind of bought a signed one because I thought I'm never going to meet Tyler, and then I was part of Tyler's Golden Group at a signing in Waterstones, Piccadilly. And because it was the day that traffic was awful, or he got delayed because of the weather, we got a free book, and Tyler also signed this copy. So I've got 2 signed copies of Binge. I love Tyler so much. It's Tyler telling stories, like his YouTube videos, but in reading format, and I have read it in his voice and kind of imagined him going If you love Tyler's videos, you'll love this. I just got all the binges everywhere. I'm binging on binges, and Tyler is adorable. He's about my height too. He's an inch taller than me, I think. So we're like legit look like siblings. Insert picture here. Legit siblings. He acknowledges the fact that we look very similar. Yes! Enjoyed this. Please give me a good thumbing. Check out all my links below. As I said, my Goodreads account is below, so keep up with all my booking, my bookness, my book life. Hashtag book life. And subscribe, all that stuff. Be grand. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!